story of dead and buried alive?
Oh my goodness. This happened to a guy named Martin Sheets. Lived in Terre Haute, I believe in the early 1900s. Well, Martin Sheets was scared to death of being buried alive, to the point of being phobic about it. With good reason, because often back then the medical field wasn't advanced enough to always know or detect when people appeared dead but were actually alive. So Martin, in his fear, wrote in his will that should he die, he wanted a phone line put in his mausoleum. That way, if he woke up in the coffin, he could, exit the coffin, then grab the phone and call somebody. And that was his safety net. And what happened was, he did die eventually, and he put it in his will that he had money that would always keep the phone or the electric on. And I think it was a couple of years had gone by, and the wife, Martin Sheets' widow, died. And when they went upstairs, they found her with her face frozen, and it looked like she was scared to death. And her hands were like clutched in a death grip around a phone. They didn't know exactly what happened, but when they went to bury her in the same mausoleum as Mr. Martin Sheets, the phone was off the hook. Did I miss anything?
No. Do you believe in this story?
Oh, yes. I didn't see it myself, but my friend told me he saw it.
Your friend, and who would that be? A close friend?
Close friend, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, my question is, how did he call his wife whenever the phone line was actually unhooked a couple months ago after his death? They took down the power line and all the pole next to it.
I think it must have been supernatural, like spirits and stuff. Sometimes they have powers. It was a ghost. It was hard to explain, but she must have heard her dead husband's voice.
You said she died in her bedroom, on a bed.
I think so, but I don't remember exactly.
She never made it to the phone. She was found dead in her kitchen. And you said the medical was not advanced enough to tell whether she was dead because of either she was actually dead or if she maybe just passed out. How could they determine she had a stroke if they weren't that advanced in medical?
I don't know. I guess maybe they looked at the evidence after after it happened. Maybe years later they looked at evidence and decided it was a stroke.
So he made contact with his wife through his phone,
Yes, ma'am.
underground.
Yes, ma'am.
In the 1900s, the phones had to be connected with 5 different wires, and only one wire was leading down to contact, right? You said only one wire was down there.
I don't remember saying that, but it's possible. I don't know exactly how many wires ran to his grave.
Well, you cannot call anyone without, in the 1900s phones were 2 different pieces. So you had to have different wires leading up to the pole that was taken down a couple months after his death. So, and it said she made it to the phone and was found dead with the phone, but when they walked in, the phone was still locked up in the hook. But the 2 pieces was still locked up, and the hook was never on the ground.
I didn't know that.